Well, hello there. Today I wanted to talk to you about how I have stopped smoking cigarettes. I'm using an e-cigarette or a vape device, and I'm not trying to like brag or pat myself on the back, but I'm really amazed that I was able to do it. I've tried to quit smoking before, and it's always been really unbelievably tough, and the withdrawal is like basically I go through hell. If you quit cold turkey, like especially if you're smoking a lot of cigarettes, like it's one thing if you're one of these people like, well, I have like 3 cigarettes a day unless I go to the bar and then I smoke 5. Like then just get some gum, get a patch or whatever. This video really isn't for you. This is for people that smoke a lot of cigarettes. I've got to tell you my backstory. I don't want this to get too chatty. I hurt my back. I herniated 2 discs. I'm in a lot of pain. I got screwed on that deal financially. So as the cigarette prices went up, I ended up getting a crank machine, and I'm using pipe tobacco. So it's costing me about $1.25 to do a pack of smokes. So with my situation, time on my hands, being bored, rather than eating, I was just started smoking more cigarettes over the years, and I got up to the point where I'm chain smoking. Literally, I don't stop from when I get up. Like the normal time is like between 3 minutes and a minute and a half normal to in between smokes. Down to at the end of the day, like if I, oftentimes it's just one after the other. The only way I could smoke more cigarettes is if I were to start lighting more than one at one time. And that's no joke, that's no exaggeration. I was really the worst smoking you could ever imagine in your life. That's me. So the fact that it's been 2 weeks without a cigarette, and there was less than a week where I was screwing around and I was still smoking cigarettes and using the e-device, to me is just amazing. And that's not any testament to my willpower or what I went through, because I didn't. Everything that I went through, all the discomfort and withdrawal stuff that I went through was because I didn't have the right stuff. I didn't know what I was doing, and I should have done better research. So this video, this is for if you're interested in using vaping or e-cigarettes and you're not a pro tech or an expert. I'm not experienced with this stuff. I did make some mistakes, and I wanted to share what I learned. Today I discovered a great place to buy the liquid from that's like unbelievably affordable. And I ordered 5 different types of juice from them, and I tried one of them, and I was really impressed. It was so good and so tasty and just perfect that I'm going to do a demo video review for these juices and for this place. I thought, well, you know what, I'm going to do a companion video and just tell my story. So quickly, I was the worst smoker you could ever imagine. My daughter got tickets for us to see Paul McCartney. So on the way to that show, I stopped and got a blue BLU brand electronic cigarette, and that worked. I could tell I was getting enough nicotine to keep the demons at bay for the 4 hours that we were there at the venue, and that stuck with me. I'm like, next time I'm going to quit, I need to maybe try that e-cig stuff, the vaping. And so I've checked out some videos, and these guys are like, yeah, I got a RTA drip mod, I got a triple Kanger coil, I'm running sub ohms 0.002, and we're coming in at a 6545 VGPG, and I'm running grape appleberry diamond whip, and I'm about to set up here. Like, I'm like, what? What are these? Like, I've got enough weird like hobby stuff running through my head nonstop than to get into a whole nother thing that's like expensive, and they're like gold top or like Kanger. Like my life is too effing complicated as it is, just dealing with like guitar pedals and crappy little battery amps that I try to make. So I'm really terrified of this stuff, and there's like a ton of these videos, and so that was a whole intimidation thing that I'm over that. I'm making this cool video. This is kind of like, I do video diary stuff for myself. I could care less. Every time I make a video, I get people telling me how horrible I am. So And those people usually don't have any videos of their own to share. They just like ripping on other people's work. So yeah, that Paul McCartney thing was pretty good. I didn't freak out. And we got these coupons for something called a Mark 10, which is a cig-alike. It looks like a cigarette. And so I was like, yeah, I got my coupon, I'm going to quit. And I got these, and I was all ready to go. And it comes with like a USB, so it comes apart. Here's the battery, and then here's the cartridge that has the nicotine in it. And you charge it up, and I had 2 of them. I'm all ready to go. And so it's like Monday morning, I'm like, all right, let me get all settled in and get ready. And so I'm hitting on this thing, and I'm like, man, you know, like it tastes like a mouthful of sand, like hot sand that's been stored in cardboard and old Cocoa Rock cereal. Like this just, it tastes terrible. Like, thanks Marlboro. Like I really think whatever boardroom like meeting they had, they're like, this'll get them, you know. Mark 10, like I marked down 10 times that I contemplated suicide after I tried this. It's just absolutely horrible. You never quit with this thing. And I mean, is there nicotine in it, or is there some drug that triggers nicotine fit? Probably. So anyway, I'm like 12 hours into it, and I'm good. I haven't had a cigarette yet, but I'm like tripping balls off withdrawal. I'm like seeing stuff, and my eyes are like peeling out of my head. I'm like bleeding from my mouth, nose, and rectum. I'm like shaking. I'm like, give me a fucking cigarette. And so my wife went, you know, here you go. Like they're all like duck and cover. So I take, it's not that bad. I'm a pretty good husband and father. So I take 2 drags off of this thing, and I'm like floating in heaven. There's, you know, seraphim and playing the harps and the birds. I'm like, you know what? These things they're bullshit. There's no way. Like, so anyway, the only way I would recommend you get involved, like, stay away from the Mark 10. I know the blue brand, BLU, those are, you know, you'd have to, if you want to go this route, that's great. I mean, as long as you're getting away from big tobacco or smoking. Smoking is bad. This vaping, it's vapor. You're not taking plant material, carbonizing it, and putting it in your body with like 4,000 toxins. The vaping is just, you know, I mean, I'm not going to say like, oh, go vape. You know, if you're not smoking. And like I said, like if you're, you know, I only smoke at the bar. Well, this isn't for you. This video is for like, you're a smoker and you really want to quit, but you know about withdrawal. I know about withdrawal. I'm a pro at quitting. You know, it's staying quit. Like I've been through that whole withdrawal dance, like actually quitting for more than a month. I can't tell you how many times. I'm probably, I want to say, you know, probably 8 to 10 times I've done this and failed every time. So I go on YouTube, and there's a video of this guy. He takes apart the Mark 10 and he gets some e-juice, which this is the e-juice. You can get it in different, you know, levels of nicotine. So I go to this smoke shop in the area, and they got like the cutout bin for the vapor stuff. And I'm like, yeah, give me some of this raging balls of the blue bull, like the tongue bull blue ball rager or whatever, you know. And I'm like it kind of smelled good. Like I tried smelling them all, and I got a headache and everything. And I'm like really like all Nick Fiended out. I just wanted to get home. So then I'm like, I watched this video, and the guy, he takes the juice and he puts it in the pen. You look for that video if you want. You put the juice in there, and then you hit this thing, and it actually hits. That's why you actually saw vapor, because that thing's all juiced up. So I got the 24 milligram nicotine. I do that, and it was like, I was all like queasy, like turning purple. Like that might be a little bit too much, you know. So I'm doing that for a couple of days, and it's like this juice is like, it's kind of like going in my mouth. And it tastes like it's nicotine juice, you know. It's like the Tim and Eric sketch. Like I've got it all over. Like Spaghetti goes to the movies, and I've got it all over. And I'm all like heartburn, and I'm getting nauseous. Like, you know what? This sucks. You know, I've got to figure something out. And but the thing is, I'm intimidated because every time I've ever looked into this, I get these triple tech hanger pros, these guys with these giant, like, it's like a car battery with a Frankenstein switch on it, like a Darth Vader mask that he's putting on to inhale these vapors. Like, I can't be doing that, you know. I've got enough shit modified to, you know. So I go on eBay and I type in e-cig, and this is what I ended up getting. I got 2 of these. It's got a plastic tank with the wick on the top, which isn't the best. This is a 100 or 1100 milliamp hour battery. This is like it's like an Ego. It's like a, you know, whatever. I mean, this is like starter kit. It came with, I got the case, it got the charger, and how this works, I guess I'll demo it real quick for you. This is a clearomizer tank. You unscrew the top and you pour the juice in. There's a center shaft. You don't want to get it in there because that's where the air goes, otherwise it'll gurgle and you'll get it in your mouth. So you put the juice in the side, close it back up, and then, you know, what I like to do is you're supposed to clean the contacts, because when electricity is flowing through there, it kind of, whenever there's a point of contact, it seems like they always get, like, is it a molecular level? Dust just gets attracted and like welded into a coating in there? I don't know what that, I think that's what that is. But these are Q-tip. This is like become my new best friend besides my vaping pens. It's just a, you know, spray bottle from the dollar store. I used to keep glass cleaner in there for this. I got my Q-tips, clean the battery inside it out, clean that. I've been using like handkerchiefs and bandanas rather than paper towels. But they've got upgraded models of these that have glass, Pyrex, different bottom firing coils. You can get replacement coils. It's all really affordable stuff, if you're, especially if you're getting it off eBay. I think this was $12.99 for 2 with everything, and so this is a great value. And that way, you know, I mean, you get them. This is one thing I have to mention: the batteries are empty. I was all like out there, like waiting for the mailman with my Mark 10, all like blue with the bull lips, you know, like waiting for him. And then I got it, and I was like, 8-hour charge, and then it was like, and after you charge it for 8 hours, go ahead and charge it for another 8 hours, because that really makes sure that it's charged. I was like, like, I don't care how long this thing lasts. I need it, you know. Anyway, this will be one of the chargers. This is, I found this on a driveway a while ago. This is a little different. Normally they have a longer wire. I'll show you a real charger, yeah. So yeah, this screws onto here, and then you could either plug that into your USB on your computer, or they're nice enough to give you a little 5-volt, 420 milliamp AC to DC adapter, and that has the USB port on it there. So when you buy the kit, you get everything with it, and I ended up spending $31, and what I got for my money was, oopsies, I got 2 of these Kangaroo triple coil super vaporizer, and it came with 2 tanks. Here, throw that one on there for visual reference for the blind folks. These 2, this was $12.99 I think, and then this was like $18, and this is called an X6 battery with a ProTank 2 mini clone. So this is a 1300 mAh milliamp battery. This is an 1100. You can see there's quite a bit of size difference. That's just a case. Also, this one here, this is a single setting. This one is adjustable. You can get 3 different voltages out of it. So this is a little bit more, you can do more with it. The tank is nicer. Like those plastic tanks, they do, sometimes they leak a little bit. You know, this stuff, like, I'm always kind of cleaning it up. Kind of a clean freak with this stuff. It's toxic stuff, so I like to clean up all the time. But those seem to, sometimes there's a little bit of moisture going on with that, and it's the e-juice. This is just a really nice design. Breaks down, you clean it. It's got Pyrex glass, which that's important. As you continue to go and you get more exotic flavors, like, you know, Satan's Red Hot Cinnamon Lover E-Juice 24. You get that stuff, and it'll melt the tank. It'll literally, the tank will just crack, and all of a sudden you'll be like, man, it smells like black licorice up in here, or whatever your demonic e-juice that broke the tank. So that's kind of like you'll find out the hard way. You can research it and don't buy that juice, or make sure you're putting it in a glass tank. But I mean, starting out, it's a learning process, and that's what this video is about. It's, you know, save you some hassle. Like, if I could have gone back, I would have totally bypassed that Mark 10 shit. And I would have been more careful with the black licorice. Wouldn't have put it in that tank. But yeah, this is a clone. This is a pour tank, POR they call it. It's real creative marketing, but it's not a Kanger. Kanger makes the pro tank, and this is a clone. But man, it's really well made, you know. So as I go along and I upgrade this stuff, I'm probably going to be getting the clone stuff. You know, if it's $129 versus $29, I'm getting the clone. That's just the only way I'm able to do this. But the other thing you have to stress is the amount of money you're going to save. You know, I mean, I made the initial investment. I threw down 30, then I threw down a few bucks around town getting stuff locally, and then I threw down another 50. But I'm going to be set for at least 2 months. I'm not going to have to buy any tobacco products. And that may sound like a significant investment. If you had any idea how much, you know, how many packs, how much it was costing us. So this is definitely a good decision. What am I forgetting? Well, I am making this video. I wanted to introduce myself and talk about, you know, a couple of the common pitfalls, and that, you know, this really isn't that complicated stuff to get going with it. You don't have to spend a real lot of money to get some decent stuff. You know, this is like the affordable stuff that's on the market, and my opinion of it is it's good. It's not junk. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with this affordable stuff. An upgrade certainly wouldn't hurt, but I couldn't believe it. I was thinking I was going to get some junk for my money, and I didn't. That whole thing with the e-cig, bypass that. That's a joke. And, you know, you can either go locally, you can talk to people about, you know, they have these vape shops, and it's more like a community. They could help you out about what number, because the juice comes in different strengths as far as the nicotine goes. But you save a lot of money ordering stuff online. I found a supplier called Mount Baker Vapor, and that is like a third. It's like really affordable. And I'm going to be doing a review video for 5 of their juices right after this. And I tried one of them, the cinnamon. It was just absolutely out of this world. So I was stoked about that. I wanted to give a hey, thanks, special thanks to Tommy over at e-cig for helping me out when I first got started. He turned me on to this Applejack juice, like Applejack cereal. And I'm real picky about I don't like a lot of stuff, but I really like, tastes just like Applejack cereal, you know. And today I got the cinnamon bun from Mount Baker, and I'm like, this is a lot like the Applejacks, but better. So, Tommy at e-cig, I'm going to pop in there and visit you again, and if I ever need anything locally, you're going to be one of my local guys that I go to. I am going to support some of the local shops around here. But for the most part, unfortunately, I can't afford not to go with online ordering and get the stuff at the prices at unbelievable savings, especially this Mount Baker Vapor. So thank you very much for joining me. You know, all I can say is I can't believe that in the amount of time that I'm down to no cigarettes, and that it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't. Like, I suffered a little bit in the beginning, and that was because I didn't have the right tools. But now I've been fine, and I'm not vaping that much. I'm really not. So I'm not sure if that's, you know, what's going to happen. I mean, this whole, like, I'm on 12 is what I'm running. I'm running 12, and this whole new order, like, I'm out of my 12. Just about. The whole new order, everything I got is 6. So we're going to see. The rubber's going to meet the road. That's half the nicotine. So I'm gonna dig in. I'm gonna make sure I have plenty of fluids. Your mouth tends to get a little dry. I'm gonna have some plans, treats, and rewards. Like my wife's gonna make homemade pizza, and just some simple things like that. I'm gonna curl my hair, put some nylons and heels on for the wife. Get dressed up on a Friday night, have a little party here. But wait a minute, reverse that. And what else was I gonna do? Oh, Minecraft. I've got this mod called Galacticraft where you go to the moon and you build a tobacco farm on the moon and vaporize that in the game. So anyway, thank you very much. Good luck if you're considering quitting smoking. I would really twist your arm to pick up an X6. Don't mess around. These aren't bad either. If you get 2 of these for like 12 bucks or whatever it is, 15 bucks for 2 of these, make a good backup for your main pipe. This is a nice unit. This is really nice. If you can afford it, just pick up a couple of these. Get a needle and just start. Juice, cigarette juice. All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. Good luck with whatever it is you're doing. And keep on hacking.